I'll start with the high level architecture discussion, and then I'll discuss about how to implement this using Azure services. This is the high level architecture. We see users. These are the users seeing match online, and all the green interaction you see is the interaction users are doing with respect to the group they have joined, right? So for example, there are n users sending emojis, right? So they will join a group. They'll not join group themselves. This is the part of, or this will be done through the application joins a group, send a message to that particular group. When I say message, you can think of the emojis, right? I might use messages and emojis interchangeably. So when they join a group, whoever is sending emojis reaction to that group, all other users on that group would see that emoji. So I'll give you one example. Maybe you will be able to relate it in a better way then. So we create multiple groups in WhatsApp, and whenever you create group, you also add some people to that group, right? And whenever you broadcast any message to that group, all the users of that group, they actually see that message. So similarly, here we create a group. So group is created at the backend, and whenever a user comes online, the user becomes a part of the group. This is done through the application, and then whenever they send any kind of emoji, that emoji is actually published to that group. So all other users on that group, they also see the emoji reaction because they have joined that group. So this is what is represented through the green color. All the interaction happening in the group, this is done through the green color coding. So blue, all the interaction between user and the backend services done through blue arrow is because of we also have to do a sentiments analysis. So user not only send an emoji to group, but also an event is also sent to the backend PubSub service. So why we are using PubSub service is because we need to create a socket so that we also do a kind of back and forth communication between user and the backend service, right? So that's why PubSub service is being used here. And when we send an event, because we have to do a sentiments analysis, we pass on that particular event to the event hub through PubSub service. Why we are using event hub is because event hub is very scalable service which can handle millions and billions of events, right? So this is the reason why we are using PubSub service, because we have to create a socket connection between users and the backend service, and then whatever events we are getting through users, we have to do a kind of sentiments analysis. That's why we are sending those events to the event hub service, because event hub service is the service which can handle millions and billions of events. And those events through event hub being passed on to the stream analytics service. Why we are using stream analytics service is that because stream analytics service is the service through which you can analyze the live streaming data, right? Because we have to do a kind of sentiment analysis based on the emojis we are getting. That can be done through stream analytics service. So that's why all the events we are getting to the event hub are passed on to the stream analytics service. So the stream analytics job will collect all the emojis of every 5-minute window, and will count all the emojis and find out which emoji has been used maximum time for that particular 5 minute of window. And once it gets that emoji, it will create one entry in the blob storage with that data. So if we see, this is the sample data for every 5 minutes. For example, 12 to 12:05 p.m. Uh, the smiley emoji was used maximum time. Maybe the count is 10 and the sentiment is positive. So we can see we have bunch of entries here to find out the sentiments per 5 minutes: positive, positive, negative, so on and so forth.